Let's not drag this. You've seen it happen, and maybe it happened to you. A man is in a relationship with a solid and respectable woman and still cheats, but not with someone better, with someone he secretly detests and calls a hoe. He claims it's just sex and it didn't mean anything, but it always means something. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, besties. In today's video, we'll be looking at the reasons why men date good girls and still cheat with hoes. You might want to get a pen and a paper and jot things down. Let's get into it. The first reason is the Madonna whore complex. This has to do more with the mind. Many men are raised to split women in two categories. That is, the wife material and the wild ones. The wife material are the ones who they respect and settle down with, also known as the Madonnas, while the wild ones are the ones they use for pleasure and they don't commit to. These are also known as the whores. With this complex, it is seen that a man can't sexually desire a woman he respects, and he can't respect a woman he sexually desires. So he will date the woman who is loving and respectful, but cheat with the one who brings out the hidden and suppressed side of him. It's not even about the whore being better than his girl. It's about this man lacking emotional maturity. The truth is, this man doesn't value either of the women because he reduces them to roles and he doesn't see them as full people. The next reason for this behavior is he's afraid of accountability. A man can feel exposed, intimidated, and powerless by a woman who has boundaries, high standards, and emotional intelligence. A woman wrote in saying her ex told her she was too good for him and he needed to figure out himself. 2 weeks later, he was on a vacation with another woman, the woman he once described as nothing but a party girl, someone he said he would never have anything to do with. But guess what? He didn't take her serious either. He went with her because she had no rules, no boundaries, and wouldn't ask where he was at 2 a.m. When a man tells you are too good for him, believe him because he has no intentions of rising to your standards. He knows if he does certain things, he'll be called out, and he sees pretending to be a good person just to please his girl as a form of control. He wants someone who expects less from him, and you as a good girl reminds him of who he needs to be, while the hoe he cheats with reminds him of who he can be without consequences and judgment. He knows with this hoe he won't have to be held accountable for any of his actions, so he uses cheating as a form of escape from his reflection and not from the relationship. Another reason for this behavior is the double life syndrome. Some men don't want to be fully known. They want a woman to see him as a good man, while he hides his messy and toxic behaviors elsewhere. To you, the good girl, he plays the role of a perfect boyfriend. He's respectful, loyal, and publicly committed, while behind closed doors, he's living a completely different life with a hoe. He does things with her that you can barely imagine. The good girl gives him stability, a clean image, and emotional security, while the hoe gives him space to act without conscience, shame, and control. Some of these men have sexual fetishes and fantasies, which they know if they demand from the good girls they are dating, they won't be able to give them or they will be judged for it. So these men run to the hoes who will give them what they want without judgment. For example, he has 2 phones. One for you where he talks about future plans and goals and dinner dates, and in the other phone, full of things you won't even imagine. Unspeakable things, of women you would never talk about, of things you never imagine this man could do, full of private snaps. The reason why he lives this double life is because it allows him to avoid mixing his dark desires into his relationship. He wants to have both worlds without doing the emotional work. Another reason for this behavior is he wants a good girl for status. Now let's break this down. Dating a good girl makes him look good, while cheating with a hoe makes him feel good. To the world, the good girl makes him look like a man with taste and stability, but the hoe he sees in private lets him indulge in his hidden behaviors, lets him do the things he's ashamed to do in public. The reason why he will be with a good girl and still cheat on her with a hoe is because he needs the good girl for approval and he needs the hoe for pleasure. The next reason for this behavior is cheating with someone who expects less feels easier. Some men are emotionally avoidant and they know a good woman will expect emotional presence, effort, and accountability, but instead of meeting her standards, he cheats with a hoe because he knows she requires little or less emotionally. Now, it's not about love, it's about convenience. This is because he knows the hoe expecting less from him will mean he has lower responsibilities. Now, most men don't cheat because they are unhappy. They cheat because they want to feel wanted, dominant, and in control. Cheating gives them a sense of power. It boosts their ego. He knows cheating with someone he doesn't respect gives him the upper hand. This is because he knows she's less likely to challenge him, less likely to expect more, and less likely to hold him accountable. So he gets all the sex, the attention, and control without the emotional labor. But let's be clear. If a man sees a woman as just sex and he still uses her for his needs, then that man is not being preferential. He's a predator, and you the hoe are his prey. Our last point would be, he doesn't see any of the women as a full person. The sad thing is, he doesn't see either women as a whole. He sees the good girl as emotional labor, and he sees the hoe as physical relief. He splits the needs between the two of them, instead of learning how to meet these needs with one person. The truth is, he splits these needs between two women because he doesn't have the emotional maturity to bring his whole self to one partner, and his mind has been conditioned to think love and lust cannot go together. Now, this man doesn't cheat because you are lacking. He cheats because he can't handle a woman who sees through him. He can't handle a woman who has boundaries, has high standards, and is also emotionally intelligent. So don't work yourself up when this man cheats on you. You being too good is not the problem. The problem is this man is emotionally immature, he's emotionally avoidant, and he's too small to rise up to your level. So besties, we've come to the end of this amazing video. If you've ever had an experience with this type of man, I'm dying to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and your experiences in the comment section. And also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.